Upstate Golf Guys, we're back again. Grip it, rip it, let it fly. We play to win, never lay up. That's the play. From tee to green, golfing every day. With RGB, scram. 518, Mikey and Anthony. Pin high dreams, feel the breeze. Fairways calling down the tees. Roll it smooth, Lombardi's tight. Drip on the green, yeah, we're rolling right. Addicted to gold, we're on the dance floor. Tee it up once, then we want more. Swing and shine, we're keeping score. Tee it up once, then we want more. Then we want more. Then we want more. Early shots at Fair Park, rise and grind. Upstate crew locked in that perfect line. From sun swings to twilight fades. Upstate vibes, no charades. Anthony's on the mic, passion's pure. Golfing crew, that's the cure. Addicted to golf, we're on the dance floor. Hit that fade, then chase for more. For Upstate heart, we ride the score. Tee it up once, then we want more. Then we want more. Then we want more.
And welcome back to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys Podcast. I am flying solo tonight. RGB is down at the city slinging his Christmas trees, earning that money for his golf membership for the spring. You know how he does it. But that's all right. I got a super dope guest with us tonight. We're going to chop it up a little bit. But before I introduce him, I want to give my sponsors a shout out like I always do. 88linksgolf.com, the go-to spot for golfers who want style, comfort, and quality without the crazy price tag. 88 Links specializes in premium golf shoes that look good and feel even better. But they've also got hats, polos, gloves, ball markers, and a ton more gear to level up your look on and off the course. Whether you're grinding it out at the range or heading out for a big match, 88 Links has you covered from head to toe. Go check them out at 88linksgolf.com, and don't forget to use code UPSTATE20 at checkout to save 20% on your order. But guys, we got a big one tonight. I don't know if you have been living under a rock for the past month, but all my friends have watched it already. The Internet Invitational. I have one of the 48 on with me tonight. He was kind enough to come on. If you follow him on Instagram, you may know him as Jimmy the Kid. His friends and family know him as Andrew. I know him as your favorite one-armed golfer, Andrew Austen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. That was a pretty good intro. That's the best intro I've gotten, man.
Has it been? All right, good,
Yeah,
man. I was thinking
good.
about what I'm going to say all day, and I always stutter over my ad read because it's like I got to read it, but when I got it in my head, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I got to, it's just, that's why I'm saying I'd rather just go off the whim. I'm better just at conversating. But Andrew, everyone wants to hear about the invite, but before we get into that, I just want everybody to hear your story.
Yeah. So growing up, I was born without my right hand and forearm. I don't know like exactly what it's called. When my mom went in for an ultrasound, the doctors told her, hey, your son's not going to be born without his right arm. So they kind of knew it was coming. The doctors said, hey, if you don't have a problem with it, he won't have a problem with it. And that's just kind of how they raised me. I was one of five. So growing up in a big family, I always say it was a blessing. Your siblings don't feel sorry for you. And why would they? And that kind of helped develop a little chip on my shoulder, which then kind of bled into me playing a lot of different sports. So I played all the sports growing up: baseball, basketball, soccer, golf a little bit. Golf now, it's funny, like I was always kind of an athlete first, golfer second. And golf has become kind of the one thing that I do now. I still coach baseball and basketball at a 7th grade level, but golf content creation and just golf in general, I play in a lot of adaptive golf events. So adaptive golf is different tournaments for golfers with disabilities. So if you have one arm, one leg, vision impairment, intellectual impairment, short stature. So one of the guys in the Invitational, Chazzy, he plays on the adaptive tour as well. So he's in the short stature category. But I've been doing that for 3-ish years, and now it's kind of like full go golf. The content is just a fun way for me to put myself out there and then help inspire people. I think I always laugh. It's like I have it easy compared to most. Having my elbow, it's like I have 5 fingers. That's about it. I can do everything. So, going to those events and meeting people who have all different stories and come from different backgrounds, I draw inspiration from them, and just felt like I'd do my part and kind of helping others out there. So content creation is now what I'm doing, as well as coaching a little baseball and basketball, but somehow led me to an Internet Invitational invite, which is pretty wild.
That is so awesome, man. And I mean, I see you were very athletic. You had the one story. Why don't you tell it about the jerk of a coach at the baseball game when you were a pitcher?
Yeah. That I was talking about that a couple weeks ago, and it was just funny. I forget about these stories and then they pop back into my mind. But I was probably in like 5th grade when you play. It's like summer ball, so it was tournament team. So you played like with your township buddies against other townships. So I didn't know who the coach was. It's funny. I got a bunch of DMs after I made this video, like, who was the coach? You got to tell me the name. I still don't know who he is, but was pitching 5th grade, first inning, and never seen anything like it. The first 3 batters bunted. Like it was crazy. But of course, 3 up, 3 down, like bunts are easy. I always said like hitting was not my best, but I could field. Like I was a pitcher, but put me anywhere in the field and I will make plays. So there were 3 easy outs, but I remember just being like, it was the first time I kind of, it was wild. And my parents still laugh about it to this day. They're like, that guy's a freaking lunatic.
Yeah, really. Anybody to do that, especially to a kid, is just, you got to get your head checked, man. You got to get your head checked. But yeah, so let's fast forward, obviously, to the invite. What was it like the day and the feeling that when you got that call?
Wild. It's hard for me to describe the feeling. I said to my girlfriend and my family, like, I'd never felt the feeling. It was like my whole body kind of went numb, but I was also excited. It was just a DM from Frankie Borelli, who's part of the Foreplay crew with Barstool. And he just hit me up and was like, hey, I'd love to formally invite you to the Invitational, and still don't know how they found me. I tell everyone, like, I wasn't entirely sure it was real up until I got the invite in the mail physically. But a surreal feeling for sure getting the invite, and then going there was kind of a whole nother world. It's like I land and then my shuttle driver picks me up and I jump in the car and it's like the whole good crew, Rick Shields, Paige Spiranac, Busted Jack Off. And I'm like, wow, okay, we're just getting right into it.
That's so cool. So there wasn't like, tryout for it, or you put your name in? Did they just go out and they just went out and looked for content creators, huh? Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure like there were tons of people out there who were kind of vying for a spot themselves, and I'm sure kind of next year, like they saw there are tons of golfers out there that could have been there. But I think for the most part, it was them reaching out like, hey, we'd like to invite you. I'm sure most of them, like I was commenting on every post, like, get Jimmy the Kid in, all my friends. So I was doing my due diligence to try and get the call.
What an honor, though. That's so awesome, man. That is so cool. Yeah, but one of my other favorite funny stories, I've been following you and I've been watching a lot of your videos, was the Andrew Santino story. Can you tell that one for my listeners if they haven't seen it?
Yeah. So Andrew Santino, of course, he's a well-known comedian. He's on like TV shows and everything now. Yeah. So I show up to Big Cedar, and we were like early-ish. And I pull up, you go to kind of this main lodge area. And prior to showing up, they had sent emails of where everybody was staying. And my stay was at this place, Angler's Lodge. And then I go check in. I'm like, hey, I'm Andrew Austen. I didn't show an ID. So I think the guy just immediately heard Andrew. And probably just, I don't know. I guess the list wasn't alphabetical because Andrew Austen you think would be up top, but
Sure.
he's like, all right, cool, all good. We're just going to shuttle you down to the cottages. And riding with Good, they were talking about the cottages and like how sweet they were. So I was totally confused. At first, I was like, there's no way this is my room. But then as I was shuttling, it was like, all right, maybe it is. Who knows? And I'm walking in. I see Good like pulling up in the one house on the left and like foreplay and all the other big shots on the right. And I'm taking videos, FaceTiming my brother in this beautiful cottage, like on the 18th hole of one of their courses out there. And they give you a book that says presented to whatever your name is. And it's kind of like a lookbook of the courses and features out in Big Cedar. And so I'm like showing my brother. And then as I pan to the book, it's like, oh shit, that says Andrew Santino. So it was a quick, I was like, God, I don't want to, like, I want this to be my room. But
I'm not that guy yet, buddy. I'm not that guy
yet. Yeah. So I called, and then they shuttled me down to the right room, and they were all apologetic, and it was funny, and it was a good icebreaker for.
I was going to say, and a good story to tell for sure. Good story to tell.
Yeah. Well, we were joking. It was like clearly in the ranking of Andrews, I was Andrew number 2, not Andrew number 1.
Too funny, man. Too funny. Now. How lucky is Lacey, man? That was pretty cool. Was she just like at the right place at the right time, or I mean, that was all true, right? I mean, that.
Yeah, all true. Yeah, no, it was pretty wild. Like comments and people talking about her. She was, I think she works like in the VIP with Big Cedar. Like she was not a waitress or anything like that. Like what people were saying. She was there and was a good player. Somebody didn't show up, J.R. Smith. Mm-hmm. And like you said, right place, right time. And I think she really put on for herself.
She was actually one of my favorites to follow throughout. Of course, she was easy on the eyes. And then, she's a good golfer on top of it, a lot of fun. Yeah. Definitely. She was cool, man.
She was great. Yeah.
Awesome. Bring me to draft night, man. Bring me to draft night. The first night. What was the feeling in the gut, man, when they were drafting the names? You were there. It was time. What was that like?
Yeah, I kind of didn't know, what to expect going in. Nobody knew what the format was. So we showed up and I was just ready. I was like, I don't care whose team I'm on. Just put me with whoever, I'll get a point. Like everybody was kind of strategizing, and it's like they didn't know my game and I had never met any of them. So I was just like, I'll let all the smart people make those decisions, and I'll just show up at the first tee, which I did not show up on the first tees. But as we progressed through the 9 holes, I played well. Did not hit one good tee shot in front of Dave Portnoy, though.
Man.
Felt like Frankie, man.
Well, Portnoy was hilarious, man, when he was commenting on you. He was just like, is that thing custom made? And then like him and was it Whitney got in a fight about it. Those guys bicker back and forth, man, the whole time. It was great. It was really funny, man. But I mean, you could stroke the ball, bro. You hit it. Well, what'd you put it? I think I heard them say you hit about 260, 270 off the tee.
Yeah. If I hit it pretty good, I can get it 270. It's funny, when I was younger, I feel like I could hit it further, and now swing a little softer and just try and find the center of the face. But I can get it out there if I'm hitting it good.
Yeah, man, you definitely hit it. I can only put it out there 250, and I got 2 arms, bro. So you put it out there longer than me. You put it out there longer than me. So round 1, you were with Micah. How was that? What were the vibes there?
Yeah, it was. So I think just both of us didn't play great, and like first tee, we both went like in the shit. So it was like, oh boy. And then Whitney started a little chirping, and I felt bad. Like Micah, the first couple of holes didn't play great. And then we started to find it later on. And I think we were just 2 down at that point and couldn't find a groove. We really didn't even hit it bad. They didn't show a whole lot of it. We just didn't make, in those formats, like if you don't make putts, you're not going to win those matches.
You played, that's right. You played Whitney and Jake. How is Jake? Because Jake just seemed like very quiet. Like he's a comedian online. He's very, I love following those guys, him and Griff. Yeah. But he seemed like he was just like all business.
Yeah, I think when I watched it back, like draft night, I kind of saw a little clip of Bob talking to Jake and him saying like, we'll get that point. Like, I think they really felt like they needed that point. And Micah was a tier A player. and the two of them, I think one of them was tier B and one of them was tier C. So they were going out to make a statement, and they did. They both played really well. Like Jake, I had never seen him play. Like I had seen Whitney just kind of through videos and stuff, but Jake can stroke it, and he was a cool dude, really funny. They didn't show a whole lot, I guess, like as kind of the episodes progressed, or the second episode, they showed more when he was playing Raj and Paige. But no, he was a cool dude and funny. And those guys, Country Club adjacent, are hilarious.
Gotta ask you your thoughts on Quan, man. What the hell was that?
Yeah, so I was sitting with Quan on draft night. I was sitting with him, Mac Boucher, and I think it was just the three of us. And we were chatting, and he was cool. Like, he's a very chill dude. And I think that like kind of came off in the video. I think the way he, like, if he just woke up and was like, that's totally my bad, I think it would have went a totally different way.
It
like
was the
Dave,
attitude.
And Dave, he eats that up. So right when there was a little bit of attitude, it was like, all right, how do we make this even worse for them? I felt so bad for PFT, that guy. He's awesome. I love PFT. I've listened to him and Big Cat on Pardon My Take for like so long. So that was, it was wild. I felt bad for him, like all the crazy internet hate that he got. Like, I don't know how deserved all that was, but it was not a great look.
Was the punishment, let me ask you this question. Was the punishment deserving? 4 holes?
I mean, 4 hole. The punishment was basically like that. You're losing the match, which kind of like, it wasn't the end all be all by the end of the second video, but it was like, it's a different vibe. I think if they get that point, so it was probably harsh, because 4 holes, that was like, he might as well just said you forfeit the match.
Yeah.
And because he would have had to win the rest. Yeah.
If I recall, would it have been tied at the end of that first match if there was?
So we finished 13.5 to 11.5. So, and 12.5 was what was, no, I forget. We were 2 points above it, but I think
so. It would have been, I think, if they won, if Quan's team won, it would have been even. You would have had
it. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. And Bob was like, what did he say? He said, if we lose by 1 point, he is dead to me or something. So, I mean, people were mad. They were mad. Whitney, oh my God. When they came in, Whitney was like, good job, Quan. Good job, Quan. Yeah, go ahead. Go eat some lunch.
Right. Well, it's funny because I played with Whitney and they were beating us so bad. It was like all he cared about was the Quan situation. He's like, what's going on? Because that was not an automatic win. Frankie and Bubby can play for sure, but Quan is Quan. Like, it was supposed to be an easy point for that team. So yeah, they were not happy. Like, and everybody in the moment was kind of saying it was not going to look good. And I mean, I don't think it did, but I think it's kind of over and done with now, which is good for Quan, but I don't know if he'll get the invite back.
I was just going to say, is he going to get the invite? You can't. I mean, come on. You got to give it to somebody more deserving now.
Right.
Oh, God. But round 2, you got to play with the champ, one of the best golfer there, man. I think he was the best stick, right? He had to have been.
Yeah.
Brad Dalke.
Sure. So, when you talk to those guys, like, Brad is physically just on a different planet than everyone. Like, of course, there was Kyle Berkshire there who hits it like 600 yards, but Brad, it was kind of like him and Wesley Bryan are the 2 top dogs. And everybody says Wesley has like between the ears. It's why it's really hard to beat in like a YouTube match play, for example. But I think everyone that week was just like, this guy he's a different type of cat. Like he hits the absolute crap out of the ball, like 330 easy
carries
off the tee.
Yeah, they're saying carries at over 300.
Dude, it was wild. On the final day, I was riding with Mason Nutt from Busted Jack, and they're on the 18th hole, and Brad was teeing off. It was like the all square on 18, and we drive all the way up. Like, if you look back on the video, you can see us, and we're like in not the middle of the fairway, but kind of right off the right side of the fairway. And Mason just clocks the tee box and he's like 330. This is Dalke range. And he, sure enough, just rolled it up to our feet. It was insane. But playing with him alt shot, like couldn't have asked for a better partner. He hits, like I said, hits at 400 yards. So you have a wedge in your hand every time you're hitting. And I was driving it pretty good outside of the fourth round, but I was getting it in play off the tee in the fairway, like not 400 yards down the middle, but we played great together. And he, hole one was like no sorries allowed, which was pretty cool. And then kind of as I watched more and more, he said it to all of his partners. It's like in team golf, there's no sorries. We're all trying. And he was a really cool dude. And I'm glad I was able to stay connected with him after. He hooked me up with some good merch too, which I've been rocking a little bit. So
absolutely
great dude.
Man. Got it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And cool playing FP and Mason Nutt.
Yeah. And he seems like a real genuine dude. I know he's in recovery from drinking. He was open about that, and has a story there. So it's awesome that he turned to golf and just loves the game. Everybody turns to golf for one reason or the other,
Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Love it. All right, so this brings us you then you advanced, and then this might have been one of my favorite rounds to watch. Number one, you won some cash.
Yeah.
You took home a little cha-ching. And then number two, the guy you played with, my man Duke, like muddy mud skipper.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that round, man.
Oh man, that was the most fun I've ever had in 9 holes, like no doubt about it. He, from the jump, like on the putting green, he had his kind of like a filmographer out there with him taking videos, and he's like, "Hey Andrew, like you mind if we get some video?" And Duke was kind of hanging out in the side on the lunches and stuff like that. So I was just hanging with him because I was
smoking
the same. Like, yeah, right. So we had talked like a little bit, and then when we got paired up together, it was funny. It was like the third hole when I hit a good drive, hit a good second shot. He was like, "Jesus, I didn't realize how good you were." And then he realized he didn't have to focus on the golf. He could just focus on being a complete clown and messing with Josh Richards and Lacey. And you see it in the video, but he's like, "I broke him. I totally broke him." And that's all he was doing, was just messing with him. He kept calling me his sweet prince and that we were going to save the orange kittens from the Orange County Animal Shelter.
Well, he might have been, from what I heard, I think he partaked in a little bit of the mushrooms a little bit too back in the day.
I'm sure.
Video. But he loves having fun, which is awesome. What a great guy. He's definitely, I think, going to get the invite next year because I think he was a fan favorite for sure.
Oh, for sure. Staten Island guy too.
Yeah. I didn't realize when I first saw the Bob video with Duke that's actually what he looks like. I thought he was a lot older for some reason.
Yeah. No, I think everybody at first like kind of forgot about that Bob video, and then they were like, "Oh, that's the guy." And very quickly he just became. He was the talk of the town out
Had
there.
To have been, man. The guy could rap. The guy could do everything.
Yeah, he was freestyling in our car. His one-liners are the best of all time.
Really. Yeah, he was good, man. He was good content. Maybe not the greatest swing, but his content is something else, bro.
And we won some cash.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so if you were offered, this is a good question. If you were offered the $200,000 like Bubsy was offered in that situation, what would you have done?
Yeah, that is a great question. And I think like the person that I am, I would honestly be more not having any connections there kind of prior to going, like making a decision like that and then screwing my team over. I think I would have been more worried about that than the actual money. Now, that being said, like, I guess a lot of those guys just have a lot of money because I don't even think I really grasped how much money was being thrown around and just immediately declined until I watched it back. Like, I remember looking like, geez, we just won 12 grand. Like, that's a couple months worth of work for me. And yeah, I think it's like easy to say I wouldn't take it because everybody made that decision, but I would totally think about taking it. Like
God.
200K would be life-changing. Like
I think
absolutely
Bubsy would have been like the favorite too in that situation. I think.
Totally. I think they definitely were. But it was same thing, like 1 point decided it. If they lost the point, then we go to a playoff for the team. And everybody was kind of focused on like, just get to that last day and then every man for himself.
Mm-hmm. So and then this brings us to Riggs, the round with Riggs, the back nine, the other nine. Pretty cool. You got to play with Riggs, one of the kind of creators of the one of the guys behind this whole thing. You know, it was Barstool Sports and Bob Does Sports. How was that round with Riggsy? Yeah, I've always followed him, man. He's great.
Yeah, they're really, really cool dudes. Same thing. I've followed Riggs for Foreplay for a long, long time. Like probably all the way back since COVID when he was doing those daily nines out at Pinehurst. But yeah, playing with him was great. I felt bad. Like definitely was the most nervous. Like I typically always say, kind of between the ears, I'm pretty good. Like I can be calm under the chaos and not let the outside factors kind of funnel into the golf part. But that fourth round, as you got closer to the money, you could feel like more and more pressure. And then Dave Portnoy just riding around, and I was with all the Barstool guys. Yeah, me and Riggs versus Frankie and Francis. And I think I even said it like probably the third hole in. Like, gosh, I'm playing with the big boys now. Like there was just a different level of pressure, and I was upset with how I played for sure. I did not put Riggs in some good spots. And looking back, it's like there were some windows of hope where if I just hit a better shot, we could have at least made it somewhat of a contest. But the rest of our team didn't play great, so that made me feel a little bit better. As shitty as that sounds, because we got whopped.
Yeah, that was why I couldn't. Well, that happened, but just overall, the whole team, man, we
got whooped.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
I was rooting for you guys. I was rooting for you because I like Riggs. I like Riggs a lot.
Yeah.
It was tough to watch. But yeah, Portnoy was just driving around, just looking. Like, it's blood orange, guys. It's blood orange. And then Chaz was like, "Oh, it's not that bad." He's like, "It's not that bad." What are you looking at? Oh, it was great, dude. It was.
Yeah, he's got Dave Portnoy has like aura. And that's the only way I can describe it. Like what the kids say, he like has this presence that the other people, I did not feel this like nervousness or sense of like, what do you call it when you see kind of a superstar or a famous person? For Dave, I don't know why, maybe because I've always been a Barstool follower. Like he just felt scary to be around, like to approach. And it's just funny seeing Frankie say that. I'm like, gosh, I guess that's what he means.
To think Frankie started as his video guy with the pizza reviews, right?
Pretty wild.
So funny. So cool, man. All right. I don't know if I don't want to like ask you this, and if it's a touchy subject, but what are your thoughts on the whole subject? All right. With the Malozzi, with the whole, do you think, I mean, he did have his finger at the spot, but I want to think that the fact that he was asked about it the hole before, he wouldn't be that dumb to have. I don't think he did. I really truthfully don't think he had the slope on.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I think everybody right on the internet wants people to be like, he had it on. He had it on. Like he didn't have it on. I mean, you watch back the footage, it doesn't look good. Like I remember I got a text from two of my brothers and they were just like, oh my gosh, this does not look good. So Malozzi has a younger brother who plays on the Adaptive Golf Tour. He's actually the #1 seeded golfer in the world. His name's Max Togisala. So I've known Malozzi a little bit just kind of through his brother Max. And everybody would say it, like if you watch YouTube golf, he is one of the nicest guys, like most positive, energetic guys. So I felt bad kind of watching it and like just seeing his energy like shift. And all the people were saying like, you could blatantly tell his energy shift, like he had it on or whatever. I don't think there was any way he had it on. Like, hand to God, he swore he didn't. Like, how much more can you ask of him? And I think anybody would have an energy shift if everybody was like accusing you of cheating, and like, you don't know what to say, right? All you can say is no, like, and it's your word against whoever else. But yeah, I think it's not the clickbaity answer, but he did not use it.
I'm with you,
I texted
Andrew.
him. Yeah.
I actually commented the same thing after, especially if he did have it on when. Who asked him? Was it Micah the first? Who asked him when he said,
on the part three.
He goes, is your slope on? And he goes, no. And he showed him right away. He's like, no, look, no.
Yeah.
Like, if he had it on, he did not have it on anytime after that, dude. If he had it on, but I don't think he had it on there either.
No, and they kept saying, like, it was the one thing that was reiterated, like, you can't use slope,
and like, and I think was it Frankie that said it? Like, somebody said to Dave, like, all right, like, is this what we want to turn this final event into? Like, let's just. Somebody said it, and it was
I think it was Frankie, and I mean, he was right. They were on the 11th hole. He's like, oh, are we just going to end it here? And like, the $1 million is to the other team. Like, what are we doing here? And I think everybody was like, no, we're good. So it was good. It was good for TV, but I think I hope it's blown over, at least for Mo and his family, because it seemed like people were going after him pretty good for. Like, you look on TikTok or Instagram, there's no evidence anywhere that it's switched on. So
yeah, I agree. It was such a good event from start to finish, and for it to kind of have that hiccup was kind of annoying a little bit. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to let it. It was still an amazing series, and I think they set the bar so high it's going to be tough for any YouTube golf content to be that good.
Yeah. I think they definitely they set the bar very, very high, and I think people are just waiting for the next one.
Whoa, absolutely. Do you think they will make the field any bigger? Maybe some sort of play-in, some sort of.
I think that would be cool. Like, if I don't know, you expand it to 64, and there's some way of a play-in to get down to the 48. I also heard Francis say something about, like, let's say you're on the losing team the first day, but you win both your matches versus a team or two people or a person who's on the winning team and lost both their matches. Like, those people would go to a playoff and then essentially, like, try and get some folks who weren't lucky to be on the winning team through to the next round because they played good enough. I think there will definitely be some twists and changes from this year.
Sure. And I heard Dave say he's going to try to get it up to 10 million somehow. I don't know.
I am sure it will be. Yeah, that's a big number, but I'm sure the 1.7 was chump change by the end of everything.
Absolutely. All right, Jimmy, I want to just run this one video quick that I told you about. It starts off with awesome comment from Colin Morikawa from the PGA, and then it's some sound bites from the game of some of the players just about your swing and about how impressed they are. Do you mind if I run it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome, and then we'll finish things off.
Cool.
You've been pretty invested in the Internet Invitational.
This whole thing is just. I think it's an easy watch. Some of these characters, the guy with the one arm,
Andrew,
like, incredible swings.
Like, this kid's fucking good, bro. Dude, he hits like 270.
For real?
Yeah.
With one arm?
Yeah, dude, look at that. This is a nerdy little shot there for this kid.
Go. Yeah, that checked up.
It's a good golf shot.
Yeah, really good.
Kid's got some game.
Oh, that's
and that
freaking
swing
hammered.
Of the day
That was
so
a good
far,
one.
brother. Holy shit.
I didn't realize you were so good.
You know,
after I saw this last shot, I realized he's got it.
I can play sometimes.
I know you can.
I can play with
I know you can, brother. Okay, you went right at it. Coming in, dropping and sticking. Stick. Oh, he's there. Great.
Let's go.
Great.
Let's go.
It's the Andrew Show.
Come on, didn't matter. Let's go.
His approach shots have been nailing the pin.
He's putting every ball to like 5 feet probably from the pin.
And the Duke is making every putt. I can't get over that.
That's it.
Andrew, if you want to just start laying off or something, let it. We're good with that.
He's got it. Fuck you. Doesn't matter. It was a formality anyway. I'm on my way to the bank, bitch. That's all she wrote. Excellent work, Andrew. Come on. Give me a little chest bump. Ugh. There we go.
You are swinging it nicely, you know. Yeah. You're fine.
God, dude. It makes me want to, like, cry how impressive that is.
I know. Well, nothing. He's super handsome.
Oh, that was great, man. That was well put together.
Thank you.
So
Thank
cool,
you,
man. All right. I always have some spitfire questions that I love to throw out. They're fun.
Yeah.
And we'll go with the first one of my favorites. If you had a walk-up song, if it was like Live, or if you were in the MLB and you had a walk-up song right now, what would it be?
Walk-up song. That's a great question. Mine would be oh gosh, what's the name of this song? It's like a more chill song by Sublime. It's oh my God, why am I blanking on the name? It's like Summertime in the Limousine.
Yep, I know the song. I know exactly what it is. I mean, I grew up on Sublime, so
yeah.
I know the song.
Yeah, that's a good chill song for me. That's my walk up.
I love it. Cool, man. What's your favorite club in your bag right now?
Favorite club in my bag's gotta be the 52 degree. I like flighting wedges a little bit, and I have a lot of different distances and windows that I can hit it, or at least I think I can. So I like the 52 right now.
Awesome. All right. If you could play with any three golfers, pro golfers, dead or alive from the past, could be, Arnold Palmer, could be golfers now, could be anybody. Give me your perfect foursome that you would love to join.
Yeah. With, I guess, including me, I definitely would have to put Tiger in it. That feels like a kind of a no-brainer. Yeah. I think Tiger's one. You said pro golfers?
It could be it could be anybody. I guess it could be.
I
was gonna say like people. I tell people they could use content creators, but I don't know if they would be as cool for you now because you've already played with a lot of them.
Yeah, right. I always say Steph Curry just because he's a big golfer, and I'm a big basketball guy, and my older brother he was big on Davidson that year they made their run. So.
Dude, Steph Curry is a problem on the golf course, bro. Have you watched his with Bryson, the first to break 50?
He is ridiculous out on the golf course.
Yeah, he was carrying Bryson most of that round.
Yeah.
I think he was.
No, Steph is. I mean, he's a different. Like I said about Brad, he's a different kind of cat. And coaching basketball, it's like you see how much he's changed all the kids in the way that they go into the gym and practice, just launching threes. It's pretty cool. So he's one of two. And then this guy is not a golfer at all. He's not alive, but favorite performance in any movie. I love like movies and TV shows. Heath Ledger, the Joker.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like he'd be a really interesting guy to play with and learn more about. And I was always fascinated by him and kind of his story, and feel like, of course his got cut too short. So he would be a good one to put in the foursome.
Absolutely. All right. Last question, man. Last question.
Yeah.
What's some advice that you have for a young man that maybe has one arm, one leg, but wants to go out there and perform, compete?
Yeah, I think it's, like the easy answer, and what I've said in the past is just kind of go out there and try things and do things. Like I think we always are a little bit nervous or worried about what other people will think of us or if we can't do it. But I think what I've learned is doing things you love creates joy, and like joy is what everybody wants in life. And I think for all the young boys, girls out there who are struggling, like everybody has struggles. And I think it's finding something where there's an outlet, like in a way to forget about all the noise and be present. Like golf is a very easy way to be present and block everything else out. Like all you're focused on is kind of the shot at hand, or at least that's what you try and do. So I think, kind of long story short, it's find something that you find joy in and live into that, like live into experiencing more joy in your life, whatever that is. Playing video games, hanging out with friends, playing golf, taking videos of yourself. But I think what all of us adaptive athletes are really trying to do is, of course, better ourselves and compete at the highest level, but also make sure that more and more kids get out of the house and get moving and grooving and doing what they love, whether it's sports or anything else.
Well said, man. Well said. Well, Andrew, I promise you I wouldn't keep you more than a half hour. Here we are at 45 minutes. I know, again, like I said, I saw you are a busy man. You've been non-stop, it seems like, since the it's been released. So you got to be out there spending some of that winnings too, I'm sure, having some fun, a little bit of it, right?
Trying to. Yeah.
I mean, it's not $1 million, but it's some cheddar. It's some nice cheddar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
congrats
I
on
have
that.
big anniversary tomorrow with the girlfriend, so I'll be using some cheddar on that.
Good. Awesome. Well, congrats on that, and congrats on all of your success, man. And I look forward to seeing more of you. Why don't you tell the listeners where they could find all of your content?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Jimmy the Kid with 3 eyes, kind of like in baseball, like kid. Kind of confusing. My name's Andrew Austen. It was a college nickname that's just stuck, but I'm Jimmy the Kid on all 3 platforms and post on all 3. The hope in 2026 is more long form on YouTube.
I know you said that you did that post or you did that questionnaire if you thought you should change it because you said people are having a hard time finding it. Are you finding yourself growing a little more now?
Yeah, I think, there's like the one good thing is if you look up Andrew Austen, I'm there. It's just figuring out, if changing the name, the Jimmy the Kid handle is worth it or not. It feels like at least I'm getting more followers. I know everybody says it's a good handle.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And it's catchy. So I think you should stick with it, man. And definitely look forward to seeing you hopefully in next year's Internet Invite. I would love to have you back. And thanks again.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on. It's so upstate. My dad is from Long Island, so I see the Mets jersey. So I grew up in Philly, but I'm a Giants fan, Rangers fan, Knicks fan. So I feel like I have some New York roots. But no, I really appreciate you having me on, and it's been cool getting to know you. And I appreciate the follow and the support. I think, like as I've done this, I've learned it. Everybody says it, but it doesn't work without the people watching. And it's cool to see the support that you guys give. So thank you for having me on and letting me share my story a little bit.
Absolutely, man. Before we get back to the podcast, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Hudson Valley Indoor Golf, your go-to year-round indoor golf in the capital region. Located at 3143 Route 9, Suite 6 in Valatia, they've got 5 massive simulator bays with over 150,000 courses. So from Pebble Beach to your favorite local track or anywhere in between, they've got it. But it's not about playing the game, it's about getting better. Sharpen your game with PGA Pro Evan Silkworth. He offers private lessons, fittings, and practice programs. They have weekly leagues, and after the grind, kick back at the sports bar with a drink and watch some TV. And while you're at it, Hudson Valley Golf will bring your clubs back to life. From re-grips and re-shafts to lie, loft, and swing weight adjustments, their certified technicians will make your club feel brand new, so you can play better and feel confident with every swing. Check them out at hvigolf.com. That's hvigolf.com. Or go check them out in person at 3143 US Route 9, Suite 6 in Valatia, New York. Be sure to tell Evan the Upstate Golf Guys sent you. Another banger, guys. Another banger. Andrew, again, I really appreciate you for taking the time, man. Your story is pretty incredible. If anybody has not seen the Internet Invitational yet, what are you waiting for? Get on YouTube and watch it. There is, I believe 6 episodes with the final. It's a lot of good content, and it's some great people, including my man Andrew Austen, the one-armed golfer. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys Podcast. We'll catch you all next time.
My dreams feel the breeze, fairways calling down the tees, roll it smooth, the body's tight.